Hello, I'm Mario Toneguzzi, a co-editor-in-chief of Retail Insider. Joining me today is Sherri Belton, who is co-founder and CEO of Soul7 Produce. Thanks, Sherri, for joining us today.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Okay, tell me what Soul7 Produce is and what it does.
Well, Soul7 Produce is a very unique, innovative company. And what we do is we take fresh fruits and vegetables, we shred them, we add a little bit of egg whites and whey protein. So each square is one full serving of fruits and vegetables, 10 grams of protein, 5 grams of fiber. They're nut free, gluten free, and there's no additives or preservatives in them. So they're a great, healthy snack on the go or breakfast in the morning. So just, yeah, really a different way of getting fruits, vegetables, and protein in.
And how did you start this? Or maybe not how, but the why. Why did you start this?
Well, I'm a mother of four, so we have four kids. And when our oldest son was probably about 12 or 13, I noticed that he was eating breakfast cereals and was never getting full. So he would be eating and eating, and it's like, okay, there's got to be something that is better than this. And my background is in health sciences, and my partner and my husband, he's always been in the food industry, and we talked about all the fillers that are in food, and that's why all of us we never seem to get full fast because of all the fillers that are used in place of stuff that'll keep you full. And as well too, trying to get fruits and vegetables in kids is always challenging. So that is one of the other things that I really wanted to work on.
Okay, then, and when did you start it? And sorry, where are you based?
So we're in just north of Toronto in Concord, which is part of Vaughan, Ontario. So we started this about 12 years ago. So we've done different iterations of different things. And it started actually in the basement we had a little kitchen in our basement. So I
Yeah.
was, tinkering around with different things and trying to figure stuff out. And so we've had some help with different people along the way. But so what we've come up with is our package of four squares.
Now, you said a kitchen in the basement. Did I read correctly that you are Italian descent?
I am of Italian descent. Yes, I'm from a very Italian family, and I honestly, like, I totally remember my grandpa in his garden, and so much of what we ate was from his garden, and that was really important to me. Is to make sure that what we eat is real food. I think we kind of have gone from that sort of eating to the opposite end of the spectrum, where everything is fast, convenient, on the fly, going, and that there's so much processed foods that I think are not great for you. So it was really important for me to find and to make something that was good for you, but fast and convenient.
And we all know the importance of food to Italians, don't we?
Exactly right.
It's never ending. Can you, when you look at the landscape out there right now for consumers, do you see that trend? Yeah, I've done a number of stories recently, actually, on similar types of businesses like yourself that do protein bars or bars or cookies that are protein, all that type of stuff. Is that trend out there in terms of the consumer?
I think there is a trend out there, but I also believe that our product and our whole philosophy of how we do business is a bit different. So the first thing is that we want to make sure that we're providing affordable nutrition. So we want our squares and our healthy product to be available to everybody. So we don't want it to be priced at $7.99 for a package of four. We want it to be $3.99 so people can afford it. So everybody from all walks of life can eat healthy, because all nutrition isn't the same. So that was our first thing. The second thing is that we give back to the community that we sell our product in. So we do a lot of donations to food banks, which is really important. The third thing is that how we're able to keep our costs down is by upcycling or recycling, not recycling, I guess, upcycling ugly produce. So anything that stores don't want, we'll take. So we
Hmm.
We'll take bananas that are kind of going, brown, or oranges that don't look pretty, or sweet potatoes that are funny shaped. And so we process them right away. So we're able to keep our costs down. And the fourth thing that we do that is also a bit different is that we're very inclusive. And so what we do every Friday here, we've been doing it for years, is we have a group of adults with intellectual disabilities come in. And so they have autism or Down syndrome, and they make all of our trays and our boxes. So not only are they, helping us, it's really important for them as well. They really are part of our team. So
Interesting.
that's how we do things a little bit different.
Yeah. What are you seeing out there from consumers? Obviously, talked about prices. Can we keep reading so much out there, right? With prices high and consumers really strapped financially. What are you sensing out there?
Exactly the same thing. I mean, even like myself, I mean, we have, four adult children now. They're home from university, and the prices of fruits and vegetables, especially, have gone up so much. It's just crazy. So that's what's really uh, interesting about our product, that we are able to keep the prices low because of how we source our fruits and vegetables. But cost is it's crazy right now how much things cost.
Where do you sell the stuff? Like,
So right now we're in Loblaws, we're Sobeys, we're in Longos, we are in Farm Boy, we're in a bunch of independents, Healthy Planet, Goodness Me's. We're just going to be launching into Metro shortly. So yeah.
okay then. And before I forget, where does the name come from, and what does the name signify?
Well, you know what? We've had a few different name changes, and Soul7 sort of really kind of jumped out at us. We were looking at something that really encompasses our whole mission. So, it's good for the soul, good for your whole soul 7 days a week. Basically, is how we're doing it. So, not only are squares good for you 7 days a week, but what we're really trying to do is to, good for our own souls 7 days a week. So we know that we're helping the community by giving back to food banks, and as well, being such an inclusive company.
Yeah. So looking forward, Sherri, what are your plans in terms of the future for the company and where it's
Yeah,
going?
well, we're very very excited because we're just launching into the U.S. So, Tim, my husband, he's been down meeting with a bunch of large retailers. So we were able to secure a large one in Florida. So we're really excited that we're going to be moving, down to the U.S. and as well across Canada. But it's hard. It's as a small business, it's very difficult to get into some of these large retailers, and it takes a long time. That's for sure.
Right. Wonderful. Well, thanks, Sherri, for joining us today.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Okay, that was Sherri Belton, co-founder and CEO of Soul7 Produce. I'm Mario Toneguzzi, co-editor in chief of Retail Insider. Thanks for joining us today.